puts one in the pocket. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Knockdown. Still slugging it out here. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Projectile to try and change the situation. Heats it up with a combo into super. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? From up above. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Looks like a parry to answer the impact. So on point. That's not gonna hit. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Parry. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Oh, here we go. Looking for a hold. Medium kick. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
We've seen you on the scene.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Deftly shuts out the jumping. What's the play here? Well-timed corner switch. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 2 is maintaining. Gets. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Opts to create space to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Both fighters planning something? Not much life left, but their draw usage may save them. The counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
All right, you ready? Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? No good up high. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? What are these fighters thinking now? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Trips them up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Experiencing burnout. Takes a dose for the super art. Player 1 has completed a super art. Broken blast. Going in. Player 2 will KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Awesome! Are we going to see some fireworks here? Grabs and throws them away. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some... Ooh! Lands a rising uppercut. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Barely blocks the jump in. What'll happen here? Throws a fireball. Doing some quick planning? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. A quick breather. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. They're going for the super art. They were right to be on guard there. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Punish counter on reaction. Cashes out the cage right there. Still alive. Still alive.
Sit down and shut up!
Closes it out. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump it. Player 1 chases them down. The jump-in is denied. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Life lead opens up. Decides to meet them in the air. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Rising uppercut. Denies the jump in. Danger said, get that jump in out of here. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Barely blocks the jump in. Going in. Player 1 is dominating this match. Blocks it. Manages to block the jump in attack. Player 2, the throw connects. Quick breather. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drop closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jumps in. Gets the counter hit throw. Throws him down. Lots of aggression from both sides. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Who's going to break the silence first? Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Definitely shuts out the jumping. No good up high. Good anti-air. Trips him up. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Does a good job of pushing back. Knockdown. Gets the jump in. What's their game plan here at this critical... Rising uppercut. Life lead opens up. doesn't miss a beat. That was a well-placed projectile. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. They just won't stop switching sides. Steals back a chance. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Still slugging it out at this range. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. This is gonna hurt. What'll happen here? Sandblast. Jumps in. The throw missed. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Barely blocks the jump-in. Player goes to the air. Critical art is on deck. What now? Player two with the rhythm. That risky jump-in paid off. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ends with a sandblast. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Blocks it. Both fighters are raring to go. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. They're going for the super art? What were they thinking? Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Turns out. Both sides, solid anti-air. Player one meets them in air. Punish counter on the action. Oh, putting the cherry on top. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player one made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Takes the shot with no chaser. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. What are they thinking here? Player one chases him down. Throws them to negate the block. Taking stock. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. The jump in KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The attack is parried. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Gets out of the corner. Uses the target combo as a fillet. Not much life difference. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is gonna hurt. Risky up-close scrap still going. Close, sets up with the jump in. Dragon last wave, wait till you close it out. What a beast! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Player two is on track to steal this back after that super. Dashes. Plus, this can lead to some big damage. Player two is in a very good spot now. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player two with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Both sides getting ready. Keeps him out. Does he right? Dangerous range here. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Looking to follow up. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Crowns him from above. Oh, they saw that he had it all planned out. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Decides to go in with the target combo. Goes for the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Knockdown and from up above. This is a critical point of the round where they just keep in there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Had the radar up and running. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Rising uppercut. They quickly get backed into the corner of the... Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Jump. There's a change of side. Gets out of the corner. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Sandblast. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Barely blocks the jump in. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Time to reassess the situation? Have they noticed? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1 needs to a super art. That's not gonna hit. Big game close. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Close range. Can this drive bring them back? Flatlines them. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Open anti-air in the clutch. Who's the connects with the throw? Attempts to break this and lead to some big damage. Oh man, this is a scare. This is gonna hurt. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Both sides getting ready. A jump in. Goes all in with the uppercut. Uses their drive gauge. What are they gonna do? Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? Fires a blast. Noticeable life lead. More fuel to the fire. That combo finishes it. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear. G-right kick for a mix-up. Neither of them willing to back off here. Can't tech the throw? What's the play here? No good up high. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Fires off in overdrive. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Holds out with the block. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. Taking stock. They were right to be on guard there. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Now, can they finish the job? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Jumps up. Connects with medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Manages to block the jump in attack. Crowns him from above. Time to reassess the situation. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. It's a good spot to use the super. Big drive gap now. Breaks through with the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Decides not to rush in without a plan. A projectile to say, get off of me. Going on the offensive? Knocked him out of the air. Player one. Perfect execution with the anti-air. All the throw connects. Does he right? Dangerous range here. Gets the counter hit. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Player throws them. Amazing. Close range projectile. These fighters are swinging slams on the brakes and shut out the counter. Too slow. Sits them down with the super. Now that's how you take a round. Player one is a force to be reckoned with.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let us begin.
Round one. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Deftly shuts out the jungle. Overdrive. No good up high. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Trips him up. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Snares him. Taking stock. Anticipated that counter and KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. What'll happen here? There's a change of sides. Steals back a chance. Player two, this Shin Hashogaki is gonna sneak. Knocks them into the corner in a hurry. A quick breather. Can they create an opportunity for them? Drops them. Blocks the crop, not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Sets up with the what a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The jump in catches them. Decides to go in with the target combo. All right. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Decides to meet them in the air. Fantastic reactions there. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Who will capitalize on it? Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Gotta be careful not to whip an experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout and fires off the Shikyu Hadouken. Quick breather. And whip! They're wide open! Excellent block! A jump drops them from the air! Oh, will this super art do anything? Goes for the Shin Hashogen! Player 2 gets flatline done! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Who's going to steal this win? Blocks it. Barely blocks the jump in. Still plenty of time left. Player distantly to some big damage. Reads the jump in perfectly. Solid anti-air. Oh, here we go. Player meets them air to air. Getting up close and anti-air in the clutch. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Will this super art do anything? Bring in the heat! Still alive? Still alive? Oh, we're not done here! The suit uses their drive gauge! A real test of nerves here! A single hit from clutch, what a finish! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with!
Here comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That was a solid anti-air. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Life lead opens up. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps? Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 holds, brushes that off and keeps going. Fights out of the corner. They were right to be on guard there. Shinku Hadouken! Using the super can open up huge, drops them. Noticeable life lead is a comeback crown. There's no blocking that. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts to close them. The last round. It's now or never. The jump-in is denied. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Player 1 this unleashes some big damage. Carries them all the way to the corner in one clutch anti-air. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Impact squash. Reads the jump in perfectly. Turns out. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. What's next? Charges up the plasma. Oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the super? Noticeable life lead. Are you kidding me? Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps up. Goes for the jump in. The jump in is denied. Grabs him. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop it. Taking stock. Holds out with the block. Neither of them willing to back off here. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball. Goes for the super art. Both fighters are barely alive. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. In there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Overdrive Hadouken from up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. They return to center stage. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive move. They're going for the super art. Goes for the shin rush. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Reads the jump in perfectly. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Jump! Sets up with the jump in. Crowns him from above. Quick medium poke. Hits the drive. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Drops him hard. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, here we go. Ooh, what a smart blow. Taking chunks out of each other here. Keeps them out. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Goes big time to end it. Never ever miss a chance to show off the fancy stuff. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match.